Our first foster, Ava, when they brought her to us, she had mange, so basically she had no hair. She had a skin infection, so she's leaking fluid from her pores or something. And she had rickets, so she was bow-legged. And they handed us this dog, and we thought, this is a trick. This is just a test to see how we're doing. No, it just happened to be our turn.
And it was tough to let her go because she had bloomed into the most beautiful dog. Once she was on medicine and vitamin and got some sunshine, the rickets went away, her skin grew back, and she put on 13 pounds in 5 weeks. So she was gorgeous. And she wound up getting adopted, and that family wound up fostering other dogs as well.
Fur Babies is a foster-based rescue. There's no shelter, there's no main office. It's run by some volunteers, 2 volunteers, Kristen and Kim, and all the dogs stay in foster homes. They coordinate when the dogs are rescued and brought up here, usually from the south. They're each, or not each, a litter or a group. They're raised in individual homes with other dogs. So they're better socialized, we're able to give them more attention, and they get better medical care.
Now they're old enough. These little guys they're about 12 weeks old. We started working on training with them. So once they eat, they have to go out right away, do what they gotta do. While they're doing that, I'm cleaning up the pen. It's gotta all be cleaned out. And then they have free rein, we call puppy time, where they get to exercise their legs, run around the house,
Play with the other dogs.
And all while trying to get ready for work, packing lunches, getting ourselves out, monitoring 7 dogs in the morning. It's a little
And
crazy.
one teenager.
And 1 teenager. Yes, it's a lot of fun, but it's the best fun.
Jeff we had lost our beagle. Actually, we had had 2 beagles, and Terry is a huge beagle fan. And I saw Jeff on a website from another shelter, another rescue organization, and he just had the saddest face. And he looks like one of our past beagles. So I decided I had to have Jeff.
You know, they had his before and after picture on the website. He was dumped in Brookhaven Animal Shelter with his leg totally bent over to the point where he was getting fat because he wasn't mobile. So the rescue group pulled him, got a grant because the doctor said all the nerves in his leg were dead because either he was hit by a car and no one fixed it. So they got this grant and he had his leg amputated. One of the foster moms took him home for 3 months and nursed him back to health and brought him to the shelter when he was ready. He saw his whole bio and I agreed to meet him. The second we walked in, he right away curled up in our laps and we fell in love.
Sadie was so mad at us for doing that to her. So funny. But this is Layla. This is the one that always recognizes me and remembers. This fostering process tests us at times. It comes a little rough as we're standing ankle deep in poop and
it's hard because we each have our own particular wants to help. There are some dogs that he'll want to help that if it's too big for me, I can't handle. Thank God for all the family help because one person cannot do what we do. It's a family project.
Shannon painted that for me. Because Shannon is Shannon.
It's been a very long trip. It's been a very long trip, hasn't it? Oh my goodness. Are you okay? I got your food in the car. I'm Mommy now. It's nice to meet you.
Yeah, when we first get them, they are incredibly scrawny. Because they're in the shelter. Shelters don't feed high quality food. And they don't feed often as much as a puppy should be fed. They very often come up sick. We had a litter of 7 over the summer. All 7 were sick. And I'm going to say out of the 31, at least 20 of them have been sick.
Wow.
Because the care in the shelters is minimal, because they're not looking to keep them healthy. If they're not rescued in a week or so, they'll get put to sleep.
Right.
We're definitely, it helps. We're on Facebook and we see dog after dog that needs a foster, this one needs adopted, this needs a new home. We do as much as we can and we enjoy it. It's fun. We spent the last year teaching dogs, house training dogs, dealing with dog poop, and it never gets better. Our reward for doing this is getting more dogs to train. So we must like it or we wouldn't do it.
And when you match up a dog with a family and they're sending you pictures, how happy those dogs are, and the thought of a beautiful puppy being put to sleep because of the way that shelters down south are run is heartbreaking. And when people adopt the puppies and they say, you mean this puppy that I'm taking home would have been put to sleep? And our response is yes. We're just the in-between step. We're part of their freedom ride to finding their forever home.
I was gonna come to you. I was coming to you. Go up on the couch. Go up on the couch. Good girl.
Okay, very nice to meet you, girl. Very nice. Can I have this paw? Very nice. Very nice to meet you. Yes, yes, yes. Lay down. Lay down. Oh, you're a good girl. Yes, you are, you belly rubber.